These are the world's funniest kid test answers that are actually real. Megan put some crayons in a box. She recorded the outcomes of 10 pulls. Which color does the data show was pulled less often? Green. Explain how you know that your answer is correct. My brain is always right. Except when it comes to spelling, it seems. Skull emoji. Name the quadrilateral. Yes, my favorite shape, the bob. But technically, didn't this guy get the question right? It just said to name the quadrilateral. It didn't say you had to use their legal names like parallelogram or whatever that word is. Describe what is meant by forgetting. I can't remember. This kid is either really stupid or secretly a genius. My mum worked so hard today. She deserves a microwaved hot dog. She didn't even unlock freshly barbecued hot dog. How is the brain like a cantaloupe? List 7 ways. It is delicious. Excuse me? Solved by elimination. Too much work. I love how mad the teacher is here. She's like, seriously? Do you know that I have to come to school and teach you? This ninja prevents any score from being any lower than 100%. Will it work? Nope, because the teacher responded with the verb velociraptor, who eats ninjas for breakfast. That drawing is a fire. I spent $400 on textbooks this year. Oof, that's expensive. I could have bought a lot of dogs? What are you gonna do with that many dogs? So the original question was construct a rectangle with sides Y and ends Z. Really easy. And instead, he changed the question to construct a banana car and then proceeded to draw a full-on banana car. You could have just drawn a rectangle and you would have gotten full marks, man. This boy is A, sad, or B, glad. The answer is obviously C, ugly. Oh no, this student totally answered the questions correctly, but what a shame they've been marked as top secret, and the other one had coffee spilt on it, which so happens to also be attached to the page. I'm sure every teacher will fall for this. Saturn, your anus, and Neptune have at least 3 things in common. List them. 1, they are all planets. 2, they are all round. 3, none of them have McDonald's? Does this kid get the mark for that? To change centimeters to meters, you take out centi? Is that some sort of takeout food? I get it. Let's test it, ladies and gentlemen. We shall take out the centi, and now we are left with meters! Oh! How do you think you did on this test, little Timmy? Explain. I think I did well because I know my stuff. Also, I knew all the stuff and remembered all the things. Describe your study method. I didn't study at all. He's remembered all the stuff. He remembered all the things. Bro doesn't need to study. Write down your favorite idiom in the space below. Then illustrate the idiom showing the literal meaning. The poop hit the fan. All right, you know what? Fair enough. That's my favorite idiom as well. It doesn't actually mean that, but people say it all the time. And if you actually imagined it, as this kid is beautifully drawn here, but this is crazy, bro. Name 6 animals which live specifically in the Arctic. I could laugh at the fact he got the question wrong, right? It was clearly asking for 6 different animals, but I don't even care about that. I just can't believe he tried to cheat, but bro couldn't even cheat right. He got the math wrong the first time. Can you draw this ship? No. Cause. Tony practices the piano 20 minutes every day. Effect? He is a big nerd. Nerd, 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 nerd. Clearly isn't even good at piano. He's got 3 fingers on 1 note. Complete the sentences about yourself. And their example is, I'm thinking of studying in a foreign country. So clearly you're expecting these answers to be aspirational, inspirational, big goals or targets that you have to work towards. And this is what the kid answers with. Sleeping. I'm looking forward to sleep. I'm not used to not sleep. I'm tired of not getting enough sleep. Explain how you figured out how much milk they drank. Thinking. Duh. Why do we pay taxes? So we don't get arrested. Is this the same kid who answered the last question? He's on another level. This is so true. If no one got arrested, no one would pay taxes. Draw the mosquito cycle. And this question is worth 10 marks. That's how you know it's about to be really, really difficult. And the answer is, well, technically it is a very difficult answer. Still, I could not draw that, but I don't think he's getting marks. Huh? He got 9 out of 10? What? But clearly the teacher has a good sense of humor. I drew it in invisible ink. I promise it's correct. Smiley face? Teacher responds, I can't see it without my invisible glasses. Damn, my boy, it seems so legit. How could he be fooled? Parent signature. Mom, I see nothing wrong. That is a legitimate signature. I would use that to sell away my life. Answer these questions as accurately as possible. 1. In which battle did Napoleon die? His last one? Technically, that is correct. Is that the most accurate, though? 2. Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? On the bottom of the page. Hey, all signatures are at the bottom of the page. That's facts, all right? River Ravi flows in which state? The liquid state? True science brain! What is the main reason for divorce? Marriage. 5. What is the main reason for exams? Failure now! Maybe if you're this kid, exams only end in failure. We've got 6. What can you never eat for breakfast? Lunch and dinner? I don't know about that. Sometimes, if I don't finish my dinner, I'll eat it for breakfast. Wait, but does that make it breakfast? Or is it still dinner? Technically, I'm eating it for breakfast. Wait, this kid's actually smarter than me. What looks like half an apple? The other half. True? If you threw a red stone into the blue sea, what will it become? Simply a wet stone. Fact? That's true. These are all true, all right? This is accurate. How can a man go 8 days without sleeping? Easy. Sleep at night. How can you lift an elephant with one hand? You can never lift an elephant that has one hand. If you had 3 apples and 4 oranges in one hand and 3 oranges and 4 apples in the other hand, what would you have? Very large hands. Bro ain't capping. He's speaking straight up truth. I could not fit that many fruit in my hands. If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a brick wall, how long would it take 4 men to build it? No time at all. The wall was already built. Give this guy the Nobel Peace Prize. Make him president. He is so big IQ. How can you drop a raw egg onto concrete floor without cracking it? Any way you want. Because a concrete floor is very hard to crack. I think they were talking about the egg and not the floor. Wait, the teacher gave him an F for this? A+ for creativity. Well, Miss Dans, I don't want A+ for creativity. Give this man a gold medal, not an F. My favorite thing to do at school is leaving. Nah! This teacher is definitely talking to his parents. Circle the smallest number? I don't see what's wrong. 1, 2, and 3 are the smallest numbers there. Wait, I actually don't know why this is funny. Those are the smallest numbers. Am I the dumb kid? Circle the smallest number. Well, that is just wrong. 10 is definitely not smaller than 3. Tell or show how you know the answer. Rainbow. I worry about my cat. I am happy when I see my cat. I am sad when I don't see my cat. And my responsibility is my cat. Bro is the next contender for the sleeping guy. Who cares more about sleeping or cats? I want to see these guys 1v1. Joanna works in an office. Her computer is a standalone system. What is a standalone computer system? It doesn't come with a chair. Funny. Oh, bro is the CEO of dad jokes. Get it? Because it's standalone. You know what? Joanna will also be alone.
Miss, do not touch. Is snot and fell from my nose.
Ugh, that is grotty. Who would not want to grade this paper? But isn't this better than the kid not telling you it was there? Then you would have no idea. At least now you can avoid it. I know what the questions are, but it doesn't even matter because as this kid says, Jesus is always the answer. Jesus, 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 Jesus. He's just written Jesus for everything. Look, Jesus might be always the answer when there are problems in your life, but I don't think he's the answer to your test. Wait, but he's still got 2 questions right. Jesus was actually the right answer for at least 2 questions? Finish the sentence. If I had the principal's job, I would quit and get a job I'd enjoy. Whoa! Call the firefighters! Bro just got roasted. Convert the following decimal into a fraction. Show your work. 0.566666666666666. Here's a shark instead. Shark attack! For extra credit, what is the strongest force on the earth? Love. Bros are romantic. Find the volume and surface area of the right cylinder. Sushi! I'm not sure that is legally math, but it is food. Opposites. Death. Life. Pro. Noob. Eh? Why did the teacher mark my brother in Christ incorrect? He's right. The opposite of a pro is a noob. The difference between 180 and 158 is 22. Explain how you found your answer in problem 4. Math. At least this guy chose the right subject. If I could choose to have any superpower, it would be the power to fart. How is Amber feeling in chapter 5? Write about a time you felt this way. She feels sad because her best friend's house is cold. I feel sad right now because I have to write this sentence. She's like, what am I doing here doing this test? I'm too good for this. My favorite subject is spelling. And here's why I like it. It's easy. Easy. Bruh. You can't say the reason you like a subject is because it's easy and then proceed to spell the word wrong. Would you want to swim with the boy in this water? No. Explain your answer. No, because there's trash in the water. Correct. And he's chubby? Dang! My boy in the docky floaty just caught a stray for no reason, okay? He's just got big bones, that's all, and bright red hair. Write a goal you have for yourself today at school or after school in the space below.
My goal is to convince my mom to make a cake.
Bro has huge aspirations. Write about why this is your goal. Because
I want to eat a cake.
This kid knows what he wants. He's going places. Write these words in alphabetical order. Take, aikta. Value, aluva. Use, isu. Royal, alori. I don't think any of those are real words. What did he even do to them? Oh, he rearranged them in the orders of the letters in alphabetical order. It said write the words in alphabetical order, not the letters, kid. Come on. How would you make a marriage work? Tell your wife she looks pretty, even if she looks like a dump truck. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen! This child has figured out how to stop divorce forever. He has solved all marriage. Every woman wants his Riz. Alice places a prepared slide on her microscope, but when she looks into it, she can't see anything. Suggest one reason. Why not? She is blind! I don't know whether to cry or laugh. Poor Alice! How did she get blind? Write a story to match this picture. I'm sorry, what? I know I'm supposed to be laughing at the answers, but this test literally has a cat staring at a million hot dogs. This teacher must be loopy. It says to use capitals and punctuation, and this kid nails it. I ordered pizza, not hot dogs. I want pizza! I am so mad! Does she realize that capitals don't mean shouting? So my boy Frankie out here earns money at home by, I don't. I am a freeloader. At least he's self-aware. He knows his place in the family. He's just smooching off mommy and daddy who are doing all the hard work. Find X. Here it is. Got him. I like me because fire trucks? We woo? Describe yourself in 3 words. I am a rebel. Oh, come on, buddy. You were so close to getting the answer right. You just had to use one less word, and then you wouldn't be a Rebel. Hold up. This kid is actually a genius. He's messing with the teacher. He's saying he's a rebel while rebelling against their question and using exactly 4 words. Just one more word. Briefly explain what hard water is. Ice. That's right? No? Why are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty lines for him to answer this question? The answer looks so stupid because it's just 3 letters and there's all this space. Clearly, ice can't be the right answer, but at the same time, what else is ice? It's literally hard water, right? I think my teacher wants a break for Christmas because I think she's tired? Oh, tired of teaching? What is teaching? Oh, teaching. I think she's tired of teaching. Yeah, Timmy, I think she's just tired of your awful spelling. What even is this? To be fair, though, if these are the kind of answers that kids put on tests, I would also want a break as a teacher. Do not write your essay on this page. Your essay. Go, 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 go. FBI, open up. We got him, boys. Name 3 things that captivate you. Desserts, electronics, and rice? What is something your family consumes large quantities of? Rice! Why is it in all caps? What is a subject that you have a hard time comprehending? Geometry. What is one thing that makes you feel rapture? Rice? What is your idea of a sumptuous meal? Rice! I'm kind of getting the feeling this kid might like rice. The man blank the dog. Our 2 options are fit or hit. But this kid wrote the man pet the dog. You should not hit dogs. Actually, that's right. You tell the teacher, kid, come on. Dogs are friends, not for hitting. Students may not write outside the box, but we will still think outside of it. Got him! Write the less than sign or greater than sign. And he just wrote the word or for every single answer. He just read the question, completely ignored the 2 symbols, and was just like, write or. Hey, I can do that. Write at least 1 tip you would give to another student who is struggling with this standard. Get used to it. My man has serious trauma from this subject. Impress me. I believe I already have. And kid's just drawn a half-human, half-frog? He's asserting his dominance over this test. He already knows those 80 points are his. He is the man. He is the Sigma. What are 3 things you want to do in the future? 1, get a girlfriend. Aww. 2, kiss her. Aww. 3, rule the world! Well, look, once you got a girlfriend, what else you gotta do, guys? You just gotta go take over the world now. Write 80 to 100 words. I see nothing wrong with this answer. It is perfectly correct. He answered the question exactly how it was asked. Give my man an A+.